What's up, y'all? This OG Weasel, Urban Conversion. Back again with another one, man. Top of the morning, top of the evening, and good night to a lot of people all over the world. If you're just now tuning in, I did 20 years on a 30-year federal prison sentence. And I'm here today to tell y'all about my journey, not for glorification, not for accolades or anything of that nature, not for no street gratification, not for no street salutes or nothing like that. I lost 20 years of my young life to the federal system from running the streets out of St. Louis, Missouri. I'm one of the recipients of getting clemency out of the Missouri area before Obama left office. And I'm just telling y'all about the whirlwind that I was in before I went to prison and while I was in prison. Did I deserve the 30 years? Karma related, hell yeah. Yeah. For the actual offense, did it carry 30 years? Nah. But you gonna reap what you sow. Believe that. You're gonna reap what you sow. And I deserved a bullet many times. Being in the streets, being destructive to the streets, being destructive to my household, everything around me. I was destructive. I was destructive in every manner, every sense that you can think of. So getting the 30 years was a testament to who I am as an individual. I had to have that. If I would have had 5 years, 10 years, they offered me to plead guilty to the 15 years I did not went to trial and lost out. So they doubled my sentence and gave me a 30-year sentence because I didn't plead guilty. I was engulfed in the streets. I was listening to these legal beagle dudes that was in the county jails. And there was some good advice and there was some bad advice. The bad advice was, I'm gonna give you the good advice. If you got some money, hold on to it. They got dudes that's in the legal system, that's in prison, that's gonna fight hard for you. That's gonna read and put you in the best situation you can as far as the courts go on getting you back, because you're gonna see they time, they effort, you're gonna see it, they dedication, they productivity, when they produce what they telling you about. They gonna tell you to come over there. They got a strategy that you want to listen to, this, that, and the third. You know what you gonna be wanting to do? You gonna be wanting to go play handball, or you got a softball game, but you got this dude over here in the law library fighting for your case. But you want to go play softball or handball or something like that. 9 times out of 10, all right, I see you back in the unit, this, that, and the third. But they really trying to give you some hindsight on your case and keep you abreast of the steps they making and the target that they trying to get. You know what I'm saying? So it might be, even though you got this situation that you're trying to get him to attack, it might be something over here that he can attack to get you back to this. And once he gets you back to this, you got a little more leeway in the courts. That's what I'm saying. So it's imperative those dudes that's having them dudes work on their case in the system, man, be more attentive to your case, man, because it can help you. And I was one of them dudes that wanted to go play handball while somebody working on my case. from being in the law library for months at a time, just needing to take a break sometimes and just get outside and just move around, because that legal work is tedious and it take a lot of time. It take a lot of time, especially if you don't know what you're looking for and know how to do certain things. I learned how to do legal work. I have filed motions for myself. And one of the biggest key things that I learned in the system, and I think this is a real rule, being ignorant to the law is no excuse. So they really thinking when you commit crimes, you're supposed to know the law and the statutes that go with the law when you break it. When you're breaking laws, you don't know the certain statutes that's in that law. So when you do certain things, they can catch you from every angle. So if you don't know these things, man, they gonna ship you down the road and be like, how the hell I get this? How the hell I get this? First thing I learned was how the hell that they was able to give me 30 years. If they wanted me to plead guilty to 15 years, and I want to exercise my right to go to trial, how do you get punished for that? Just because you want to go to trial and fight for your life and display your life on the line about whatever situation you in, you get enhanced for that. They saying if you take us to make us go to trial and go sit and get these country bunking people from all of these little small towns, surrounding areas that don't know nothing about this stuff you're doing because they so secluded. And when they hear it, you this monster. So you ain't got a chance. It's set up and designed like that. Then they enhance your sentence. How do the United States of America enhance your sentence? They charge you for all the crimes that you ever done in your life. If you went to jail for them and got locked up for it and paid your debt to society, man, when you come back to the feds, oh no, we're going to count everything you ever done. We're going to tack it on. We're going to tack it on to this sentence here. Because now it's called double jeopardy. So I tell y'all, young guys and y'all kids, man, once they catch these felonies and plead guilty to these charges, man, it puts you in a different bracket. And it's really a build-up. They'll let you keep playing with the state. They'll let you keep playing with the state till they say, okay, we can get him. We're going to wipe him up. Especially if you involved into some other things that you know, that the feds might got their eyes on. And then all of a sudden, here you come. You got a part of it. Oh, okay, we're going to get him. We're going to knock his socks off because we already looked at his paperwork. We already know he ain't got a chance. When he come up against us, he got too many prior felonies that we gonna enhance him for. And if he fight whatever we put in front of him, we gonna double it up. I had a 30-year sentence with an 8-year supervised release. That's 8 years of papers after I do 26 years on a 30. And that's without getting in no trouble. Because when you get in trouble, they take your little good time and all of that. See, that's another thing you don't know. They give you this massive sentence, and then they saying if you get in trouble or give us any type of problem, we're going to take the little days we got calculated. Instead of you doing the whole 30 years day for day, we're going to let you do 26 of these years on a 30. You get to do 26 years on a 30-year sentence in the feds. Might be 26 and a half or some shit like that. No matter what it is, 26 years is 26 years out of anybody's life. So y'all can imagine that. So doing 20 years on it, getting released from the years that I didn't have to do, man, it was a blessing with that. But all the ailments and everything that I have acquired, because I've been in prison just as long as I was on the streets. As a kid, I went to jail at 25 years old. I didn't come home to 45. And the enhancements of federal prison and being enclosed in this type of situation, man, it's mind-boggling. It's disturbing. And for me, and I'm gonna tell y'all about me. Man, I was the type of dude that got along with everybody. Wanted to understand different cultures. Wanted to learn different languages. Intrigued with different languages. Came in wanting to meet the Chapos of the world because I still had bullshit with me. Wanted to meet them. Got so in tune with the transportation of the shit from the essence of everything. What's the original base of this drug, that drug, how it get moved from this country to that country, to this country, to this country, to get to this country. Listening to the travels. They got walkie-talkies, they in boats, they got walkie-talkies, they in boats, man. They some even on horseback, donkey back, mule back, transporting. So I'm listening to these stories over the years. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I was in the system now. Back then when I went to jail, it was very geographical. And I was one of the blessed individuals, man, to be able to walk through the situation, having multicultural cellmates. I had an Asian dude from Laos, man. Asian dude, Chino, from Laos, man. I'm talking about wild dude, man. Wild dude. And he thought he was a Crip. He was actually, he was a Crip, Asian Crip, out of Minnesota. He was one of my roommates, and I think we was in Pekin, I had two Mexican cellies. One of them, Sergio, out of Utah. You know what I'm saying? And we was in, was we in Pekin? Greenville. I think we was in Pekin. Man, I had two Mexican cellies, and they was Pisces. Even though Sergio was like the unit representative for the Pisces in our unit, but I don't think he had no super major juice. He had some juice, and he was a bad motherfucking handball. Only Mexican dude that, early on beat me with just his left hand. Just his left hand, you know what I'm saying? But he talked to his representatives because he wanted me to move in. They said we had 3-man cell. Me, him, and I can't remember the other little Mexican dude, man. You know what I'm saying? But good dudes, man. I used to come in the cell, and they used to have Spanish words and wrote in Spanish and the word it mean right up under it. So I would get to see all these Spanish words all around the room. They putting them up for me because they want me to learn the language. They putting them up for me because they want me to learn the language. Yeah, he had to talk to his people because they just couldn't move in. Now, if you come off the bus and they put you in the room, if you're in an open room or like a 8-man, 10-man room, you could be in the room. But you just can't be in the room with just no black dude and a Mexican, you know, at that time. But I was so well rounded. I was so well rounded with the men around me. Um, I had a voice, not to the point of what I say goes, but I had other people that I listened to on certain things, even though I didn't have no issue with moving in with them. It was the politics on their side that they had to worry about. But like I said, I had a good rapport with all the different Mexicans. With all the different Mexicans. Even the Serranos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Serranos in the federal system. When you with them, they to themselves, they do some business with you, but they can't do nothing else with you. They can't do no personal shit with you. They can't sit down and eat at the table with you. You can't give them half for nothing you eating. You know what I'm saying? Can't give him no water from your jug. They ain't going for it. They can't. But even like I said, those rules, oh, even those rules, and those rules didn't apply to me. Those rules applied to them. And I'm just telling y'all right now, man, I used to deal with a couple of them. And they used to sneak, sneak to my cell just to blow some tree with me. You got some tree? Yeah. They want to blow some tree. Whether I had it or they had it. Didn't matter. Now this is the thing that they gonna get beat off the compound if they not med-vacked. I'm talking about med-vacked out of here. Serranos didn't play, especially with their own on breaking the code of certain things that they doing. Man, Serrano, man, the Mexicans gonna med-vac each other out of there. If they turn the light green on you and say you can't walk nowhere, you be in the shoe every jail. You just can't walk. You every jail you go to, no matter what sentence you got. You got a 10, 12-year ass sentence, you're gonna do it through the shoe. If they put a green light on you, that means every jail. And they still took chances. So I'm just letting you know what type of person and individual I was. For them to take a chance to do that. I ain't telling them to take no chance. I'm just so cool and thorough on their level, on certain levels. And they confess, man, I fuck with, nigga, I got black homies in my hood I fuck with. But when we come to this jail shit, this shit some weird shit. But what can I do? Man, they gonna, you know what, they gonna fuck me around. Well, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And I understood. I know. Bigger than just you. Bigger than just you when you in that type of situation, man. So, it's some benefits to that too, though. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about nobody kicking you in your ass and ain't nobody standing with you. You ain't got to worry about coming with no big bag of groceries and no motherfucker just taking your bag from you. You know that ain't happening. Because you know your men coming to go to war. Man, like I said, man, I was blessed, man. I was blessed, one of the blessed ones, man, to be multicultural, diverse in that prison situation, man. I'm talking about from the East Coast, West Coast, DMV, man, out the country, Colombia, man, Salvador, everywhere, all through Mexico. Shout out to all my Mexican homies. You know what I'm saying? On every level. You know what I'm saying? But West Coast, straight up. Man, I'm telling you, I ain't even know. Man, I'm talking about for real, for real. I didn't help the Crips, the California Crips. I didn't help the California Crips. Or I could say they helped me. Because I wanted his ass bad. I wanted this nigga ass bad in the motherfucker. Motherfucker ass we got on in Beaumont. Beat his motherfucking ass. But I wanted him so motherfucking bad. You know what I'm saying? They just set the stage for it. But shit, I wasn't getting in. I wasn't missing that action. Got right on this motherfucking ass. They like, damn, we know you fuck with these niggas, but nigga, you jump, nigga, you put in some work. Hey, nigga, what? Nigga, I ain't putting in no work for them, nigga. I was with anybody that was gonna kick it off with him. I just didn't want to be the initiator. I wanted to do bad as a motherfucker myself. I wanted his ass bad in the motherfucker myself. So it wasn't like I just probably used that as the excuse to once they my homie Popcorn from Cali from Baldwin Hills, once he got into the and this my celly. Once I had told him, I had told the homie, I said, man, Popcorn leave dude alone, man. Dude ain't right, man. Dude fucked up, man. This, that, and the third. Yeah, homie. Yeah, homie. Yeah, Weasel Blood. Yeah, Weasel Blood. He Popcorn about 6'6", tall, lanky ass blood. Nigga stand on his business, man. Thorough motherfucker from Baldwin. Shout out to Popcorn, man. That's my funny motherfucking Sally, man. Funny motherfucker, man. But shout out to Popcorn in Baldwin Hills, California, man. Straight up. Good Sally, man. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed to have these different dudes, man. And it was a beautiful thing, man. So when Popcorn had an issue with him being my celly, man, after I warned him, leave dude alone and all of that, now it come to this. Dude was just so messy and reckless, man, and I knew he was doing a lot of different shit. He was telling on the homie Moon from Florida, from Gainesville. He was telling on the homie Moon from Gainesville, Florida, man. Telling on his wine and shit like that, getting his wine busted. Moon get out the hole, put a batch together. This nigga telling on him. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers knowing. Man, I put it together, man. And once I found out he was doing that, I wanted his ass, man. Because we was already in federal prison, man. We already struggling, trying to come up and trying to survive in this situation. And for a motherfucker to be in this situation with us and to make it worse than what it could be, man, we gotta get you off the line. This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, I'm just telling y'all about my navigation through the federal system. My navigation through the federal system and my walk and my journey. Everybody walk ain't gonna be the same. Everybody don't have the same things. Some people are more self-secluded to themselves, let they fears. But I wanted to know certain things. I wanted to understand certain cultures. And that was one of the beauties of being in that situation. Meeting people from the East Coast, knowing, understanding their dialect, certain values and principles, the Africans, the Puerto Ricans. I had a Puerto Rican celly, man. That's why I'm going to watch the fights Saturday. You know, I know the little dude Berlanga, man. He young, up and coming. Y'all know I like boxing. Made a lot of money in the feds with the Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Mayweather, Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about had the jail disrupted with the Mexicans on that. But I love boxing, man. And I'm just telling y'all, man, about my journey and being in federal prison, man. And the certain groups, and it get deeper. I ain't even telling you about my homie, Marcelli. No, he slept downstairs. But we was together every day, all day, uh, hanging out, going to work out. Oh, Angulo from Colombia, man, Cali, Colombia. You know what I'm saying? He was the first Colombian that really like got up on me like, man, check this out, man. You sit around us every day, all day, man. Start paying attention to what we're talking about, man, and you'll pick up on. And that was one of the turning points for me being more in tune with learning Spanish. You know, had an incident, and I'm gonna close this out real quick. Had an incident. I used to always watch the Spanish TV because they had all these thick Spanish girls up on the TV, and I used to just listen to it, and that was one of part of my training. So I used to sit next to him. So one day, one of the Paisas, or I don't know if he was a Paisa or a Serrano, I think they had let the Serranos in Beaumont, and he had said something to Angulo. He had said something in Spanish, and Angulo jumped up like, man, what the fuck? Say it. Say it in English, motherfucker, because he gonna beat your motherfucking ass. You gonna get your ass beat. This, that, and the third. So I'm like, damn, what's going on? Like, this motherfucker talking shit. That's why I tell you, I need you to learn Spanish, man. I need you to learn Spanish, man. Because these motherfuckers ain't no good. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't no good, man. And you need to learn this shit, man, and understand. So that was one of the turning points of me learning Spanish, man. So if y'all got some children, man, young kids, man, Spanish is one of the number two language, man. English number one, but they putting Spanish is like down to number one, man. Anywhere you go now, it's Spanish people everywhere, man. So get you a basic Spanish book, man. Read a word a day, man, and it'll start coming together collectively, and you'll be able to put it together. Shout out, this OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and I came to touchdown. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Chasing Me Book Series Part 2 dropping in November. Y'all want to hit the Cash App, $ Lamont King. $1 be suffice, man. OG Weasel, and I'm out.